to talk about tonight. And I thought about what it was like in 1964. Anybody in here born before 1964 besides me and Perry Botkin and Sally? Well, in 1964, Ray Charles hired me to play guitar. I was the first white guitar player who played with Brother Ray. And I didn't think much about it. I was excited, but I didn't think I was entering into a strange new world. And we rehearsed for 2 weeks in Los Angeles, and we went down to the Santa Monica Civic, and the whole audience knew about Ray's divorce. And they were into it. Ray started doing this thing, ba-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-chan, bum-bum-chan, and I was like, because there was no music, and the bass player went like this, which means 3 flats. So I kind of sneaked up on E flat, and we made a whoopee. And you can hear me learning the song on the record with Ray. But the thing that's important is that the audience knew about this divorce. And so Ray started singing about making whoopee. And pretty soon he got to the part about the judge who thinks he's funny. And the audience just went crazy and started screaming. And Ray said, "You know what I've been doing." So that was Brother Ray. We made Making Whoopee. Then we went on the road. And I had just been all around the country with the Everly Brothers. I was playing with Don and Phil. And so we showed up in Alabama. And I didn't know that Governor George Wallace had just put out a decree that no white people would be allowed to see the Ray Charles concert. And in fact, he didn't want anybody, white people, traveling with Brother Ray. So we got off the airplane and we took the bus, and there was this great big stadium, really big Confederate flag. And the place was surrounded by barbed wire and state troopers with shotguns like this. And I thought, this does not look good. So they stopped the bus, and it was just getting dark, and they came aboard the bus with flashlights. And Brother Ray, I was sitting right behind him, and Brother Ray yelled, "Hey, what do they want?" And Jeff Brown, the road manager, said, "They want the white boy." And I thought, oh Lord, here we go. And I kind of ducked down, put my guitar up like this, I was holding it. And Brother Ray never waited a beat. He said, "Tell him he's Spanish." And these ignorant crackers, they're standing up in the front of the bus with their shotguns and their flashlights going, "Well, if he's Spanish, I don't know, is he white?" I don't know. He's Spanish. Maybe he's white. I'm back there speaking high school Spanish. The worst Spanish you ever heard. And Lily Ford, the Ray says, "What's wrong with you, Don?" I said, "Si, señorita." And I'm doing all this trash. And the guys finally shrugged their shoulders and got off the bus and went like this. "Hey, we're talking out here." I'm sorry, that's a little joke. That was a silverware joke. So now we roll down into the Coliseum, and we go in the men's locker room, and immediately the Raylettes and the Fifth Dimension came in our dressing room. Lily Ford and Marilyn McCoo, Fritzy Basket, and they started putting makeup on me, and they darkened me up for the show. And then we got the hell out of Montgomery, Alabama. And Governor George Wallace is now living in hell. But at the time, do you remember him standing in front of the school with that little girl? He had this little black girl in front of him. He said, "Segregation now, segregation forever." So now he's in hell, and here we are. So that's my story.